Hello. So I want to do a follow-up on my video from yesterday, in which I decided that every time I ponder doing something, I would just actually do it if I think I should do it. And that's going okay so far. So a few times I actually did something quicker than I would have before because I realized, you're pondering to do this. You could do it just right now. And a few times I didn't, and I felt bad, which is maybe a good motivation. Like if I feel bad, that can be another layer of me doing the thing I ponder doing. Yeah. And so I came across something interesting and actually wanted to do a video about that and pondered it and then delayed it because I was lying in bed. So, but I at least wrote it down. So I'm just doing it with a few hours delay. And the interesting thing I came across was in Jordan B. Peterson's biblical lecture series. I'm currently watching, and there he said two interesting things. The first one is you have to organize your values hierarchically or you stay confused. And that's interesting because that's the first part, and I think I'm doing that. I mean, I'm very value conscious. I don't actually have them organized in a hierarchic way because my most important values are all very important. So I think that's fine. But the second part is very interesting, and that is if you don't know what the next thing you should do is, then there's 50 things you should do. Then how are you going to do any of them? You have to prioritize. And I realized, yeah, that's me at the moment. I have so many ideas and I actually have them written out. So it's like I have a to-do list. I know the things I have to do in all the fields I want to do things in. And it's a lot. But my problem is the prioritization, difficult word. And I need to actually decide what to do first. Or, I mean, you can do it. I could just go through all these things I want to do and do a hierarchy. That's a bit too much structure for me, I think. But I could at least define the 3 things I want to do next. And then, I mean, I don't even have to do the one on top first. I can just look at the 3 things I want to do next and just pick one of them, whatever feels like I want to do now. So that gives me a bit of freedom. I'm making this up as I speak. So I don't know, maybe it can be 5 things. I need to think about how to best do it. But I think he's right. And I think that's just common wisdom, right? Most people know that. If you have to prioritize, else, I mean, I get lots of stuff done without prioritization, but I think it's not enough planning, and it's like, I don't know, but there's something missing in I don't get as much done as I want to, and this might help in a way. Yeah, and that's the difference. Before, when I had a full-time job, the prioritization was done by the outside world, basically, because you had, like, I don't know, a to-do list of 6 or 8 things, but you kind of knew what was the most pressing thing and what would need to get delegated first and what. So I have to do all this by myself now, which is what I wanted, but I'm struggling with it. So I hope these realizations bring me forward in some way.